guys, this is Zeph Maverick from the former DC, here to give you a little tutorial at the request of one of the guys that I work with. Because I'm an awesome guy, I hate freaking cows. You can fucking die. I'm gonna use this. You can die! Ooh, I eat that. Not. Okay, raw beef. That's lovely. Sounds sexual. Okay, so what we have here today is a very shitty house that we made in like 5 minutes flat. So as you can see, sun is going down, people are sleeping, at least supposedly. So let's say you're running around, let's say, you see this sheep? This sheep, it may look stupid, it wants to eat your ball sack. So obviously you want to run. Oh god, the cow's getting in out too. Okay, so you're running, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Help me! Door's not opening. I don't know why, maybe you're just gimped, you can't open a wooden door. I don't know. So you're like, help me! And the person inside is probably ignoring you, as it seems like he is doing. But that's okay. See, what we... Okay, no, he's hostile. So, obviously, you have not gone through his friendly introduction. So you must begin the friendly introduction. This all happens because of one magical mechanism called the doorbell. Imagine that, pressing a doorbell instead of just walking into someone's house. It's a pretty good idea, don't you think? Alright, so today we're going to give you a little heads up on how this works. And how it can get you the friendly open door that you want. Or maybe not. You're hideous. Go away. Okay, so pretty much all that is a very simple redstone contraption. You set up a button wherever you want. I prefer it like normal height. You run redstone down, and you put a repeater. Now this repeater doesn't really have to be here, but depending on the length of what you're doing, you will want a repeater somewhere near the beginning or halfway through your line. So obviously this can be put to however much of a difference you want. If you want the bell to go off immediately as you press the button, then obviously you put it in the first position, which is shown right here. If you don't want it to go off immediately, I suggest like 2 ticks, maybe 3 ticks back. Then you go over, you wire it up to here. And this, obviously you put these wherever you want to put your note blocks, because that's what makes the sound. Then you wire one off to the first note block, however which way you want to do that, and then you put a 1 block space between that and your next note block. You put a repeater in there, again put a difference in between the repeater so that it actually makes a difference in sound, so it's not just like you can actually hear 2 ding dings. So that's just either the second position or the third position. I usually go second. And then, when you press the button, that happens. And that gives you a nice little ding ding, and it's nice. Word of warning, when you're doing this, do not put something over top of your note blocks. That does not work. Because when you press the button, it's all wired up the exact same back here, but because there's no space above, your note block won't go off, like so. So you need that space above for your note block to go off. You can always cover it with something. You can always go like this. And then put like that. And then that's a little better. So when it goes off, it kind of looks like it's supposed to be there. Or you could just leave it. It doesn't really matter. So, again, word of warning, or remember, redstone, or the power from a redstone button, torch, or lever only goes a certain distance. So you can only go a certain amount of space before it runs out. At that point, you need to place a repeater. And then that will continue through the circuit onward. Now, no blocks make a different sound depending on what type of block they're put on. So if you have it on any type of wool, iron, dirt, gold, ice, clay, diamond blocks, any of this shit up here, snow, and how the fuck you pronounce that, it'll produce something more akin to like a harp sound. Oh, by the way, pressing the left trigger in Minecraft will change the tone of the note block. However, if you're on, whatchamacallit, mobile Minecraft, I think it's called now, whatever, I have no idea. So we'll leave it like that. Now, note blocks placed on these types of blocks, so anything stone related, bricks, obsidian, lapis, netherrack, bedrock, endstone, nether brick, anything like that, any ore, will produce a sound that just kind of sounds like someone's hitting their head against a wall. And that will kind of change in tone, actually, which is kind of surprising. Now, sand, gravel, and soul sand make a really kind of snare sound in a way. Kind of sounds pretty cool. Wood makes something more akin to kind of like a string bass almost. And then, of course, whatchamacallit, lightstone makes a very different sound. It kind of sounds like wood blocks almost, I think. I'm not sure. My percussion's a little bit off. And now, here's something I found interesting while I was doing, or something I found interesting while I was doing this. You see these, this is just stone bricks, and cobblestone, which, as you see over here, should just make the sound like this. However, these ones do not. They make the harp sound. You want to know why that is? These are all silverfish stones. Now, I don't know if that's useful for any of you guys. I don't know if that even matters, but it's kind of a cool little thing to make note of if you're looking for silverfish stone to frickin' troll your friends in one of your games. Now, the best way I've found of doing this, Mother of God, he was lighting things on fire. That's a bad idea. The best way to do this, and again, this is a crappily made house, so it's not exactly a great setup, but the best way to do this doorknob, if someone will get out the fuck, stay out of your house. Stay out of your house. Stay out there. No one loves you. Okay. So the best way to do it is to put it underground. I find. And you can put as many repeaters here as you want. I put this many just for the purpose of displaying it. And then here's where it gets a little interesting. It separates off just like outside, and then it wires up to its individual note blocks. So when you get up here, Zealot, are you nearby? Can you press the button? Where are you, Zealot? Here, yeah, press the button. So you get that little effect. Now, I put this little piece here just because I want it to stay the same because I have wool underneath this block as well, so you know what, it doesn't really matter. If you plan it a little better, I didn't. It'll look and sound a lot better than this. And then you have a little doorbell, which in the case of having an iron door when someone actually can't open it from the outside unless you have like a lever or something, or a button hooked up directly to the door, then that'll work pretty well. Just like, I'm here, hello. And then they'll be like, oh, someone's there. And depending on how massive your house is, like perhaps this one, it might make a small difference if someone's at the door trying to get in, and they press a doorbell, and you are, for whatever odd reason, in the library. Or perhaps you're like me, and you're an alcoholic, and you go into the wine cellar. Anyways, doorbells will be a good idea, unless you're talking to your friends, which I encourage, because, you know, you shouldn't be antisocial, and all that cool stuff. So anyways, guys, that has been a redstone tutorial, quick one on how to do a doorbell, at the request of Mr.Epp. So, stay tuned next time, guys. This will probably be one of the last videos I actually post on this account, but there's a reason for that. I'll be posting a video pretty quickly explaining why. So, this has been Zeph Maverick with DC, sign off. See you guys later, man.